because I am too used to the real and fake young master script. So the first thing I did when I returned to the rich family, I immediately opened my mouth and said to the four sisters protecting the fake young master, "Today, I didn't come here for a family reunion, but to sever ties." As soon as these words were spoken, everyone was shocked. My parents said worriedly, "Xiao Fan, some things shouldn't be said lightly. It hurts people's feelings." I raised my hand to stop him and continued speaking. "I don't know how much you all know about me, but I think you must have already investigated a few things. But today, I still want you all to hear my version. I will try to be brief. In the meantime, I hope you all won't interrupt me." Seeing no one objected, I continued speaking. The Chen family's nanny, who was also Chen Yu's mother, after kidnapping me, took me back to her hometown in the southwest. In her house, there was an alcoholic husband and two useless sons. I lived with them until I was 6 years old. During that time, I was beaten countless times. As long as I can remember, I never had a full meal. Being starved for 2 or 3 days at a time was normal. I lifted the bangs on my forehead, revealing a scar above my right eyebrow, about 4 or 5 centimeters long. His biological father got drunk and hit me with a wine bottle. I passed out then. When I woke up, I was in the pigsty. A pig was biting my arm. It almost ate me. Mother Chen let out a small cry, covering her mouth. The eyes of everyone present looked terrified. Chen Yu was even more panicked. His intuition told him that he was facing something irreversible. I was lucky to survive, but life was even more miserable than before. Every day, there was endless work and endless beatings, until I was 6 years old. That day, I dozed off while boiling water and burned down half the kitchen. The result, of course, was another severe beating. I patted my slightly lame leg. My leg was broken back then. That beating was truly merciless. They thought I was dead, so they threw me straight into the mountains. Bears often appeared during that season. They probably intended to feed me to the bears. I was quite lucky to be alive. I didn't encounter any bears. The stars that night were big and round. I crawled along the ravine all night. My hands and feet were all scraped up. It wasn't until dawn that I crawled out to the main road, where I met someone from the next village going to the city to sell vegetables. I begged them to take me to the police station. I cooperated with the injury assessment and identified them. The police arrested both the nanny and her husband and sent them to prison. Unfortunately, she didn't confess where she had kidnapped me from. I raised my eyelids, looking at the people around me who were too shocked to speak, and smirked indifferently. I am saying these things, just hoping that when you all make a decision, you can consider my standpoint. I looked up at Father Chen and Mother Chen. I know that raising a child is more important than giving birth to one. The reverse is also true. A biological child isn't necessarily dearer than one you've raised yourself. You all love Chen Yu, want to continue raising and doting on him. That's all your business. I don't object. But I hope you will also respect my right to hate him. I looked coldly at Chen Yu. To be blunt, I find you disgusting. I even hate you. Seeing you reminds me of the disgusting faces of that demonic couple. Right now, I just want to tear you to pieces. No matter what, we cannot live under the same roof. An intense sense of crisis also made Chen Yu's mind spin. He immediately knelt down. "Brother, I am sorry. It's my fault that you had to suffer so much." Chen Huang reached out to help Chen Yu up, glanced at me, and then pulled her hand back. I looked at Mother Chen again, at her face that looked like it was about to burst into tears. I felt no sympathy at all. Then I said, "I have now been adopted by a very good couple. My parents are just ordinary people, but they treat me very well." It's still that same saying, raising a child is more important than giving birth. In this life, I will only acknowledge them as my parents. I can also see that your relationship with each other is very good. My appearance will probably only disturb your happy lives. How about you all just pretend none of this ever happened? Chen Yu is still your son. That would be best for everyone. After speaking, I stood up. The college entrance exam is in a few days. I have to go back today. Let's just say goodbye like this. Don't contact me again in the future. Seeing I was about to leave, Father Chen hurriedly stopped me. "Son, you can't go." Even he, a man who had weathered many storms, was now panicking, not knowing what to do. "We didn't know you had suffered so much. We're sorry we didn't protect you well. Can you give us a chance to make it up to you? If you don't like Xiao Yu, you can live separately. We can keep you two from meeting, okay?" As soon as he finished speaking, Chen Yu's face turned pale, but he reacted quickly, blocking my path. "Brother, I am sorry. The one who should leave is me. I'll move out right away." After saying that, he acted as if he was about to go upstairs to pack his bags. He was then stopped by Chen Jing and Chen Huang. "The college entrance exam is coming up. Where would you move to at a time like this?" Chen Huang pulled Chen Yu's hand. Seeing his tearful appearance, her heart was still biased. "No matter what, I will always see you as my brother. You can't move out." Chen Jing then came to persuade me. "Little brother, our house is very big. For now, You two can just live on different floors. You won't see each other often. How does that sound? I glanced coldly at the two Chen sisters. Seeing you like this is disgusting. Chen Huang wanted to argue back, but for some reason, when she looked into my cold and sarcastic eyes, she was rendered speechless. The hand pulling Chen Yu also unconsciously let go. Being so close to the son of the person who kidnapped, humiliated, abused, and even wanted to kill me, I can only see you all as accomplices, and hate you all together. Oh. Before I leave, I turned my head once more to look at Chen Yu. Your biological mother gets out of prison next Friday. Chen Yu's eyes widened, and then he fainted. But Mother Chen didn't immediately go to him. Instead, she ran over to pull me back. Why are you in such a hurry? You just arrived. Look at the time. Your house is quite far from the train station. I am afraid I won't make it. It doesn't look like there are any buses outside. So, I spoke again. Could I bother someone to give me a ride? The two of them still acted unwilling to let me go. I had to say, time is very precious. I don't want to mess up my study schedule. Father Chen and Mother Chen had no choice but to personally drive me to the train station. Seeing me enter the station without looking back, Mother Chen almost fainted on the spot. He's really leaving just like that? He didn't even have a sip of water in the house. The boy has a knot in his heart. We can't be too hasty. Father Chen, on the other hand, had calmed down by now. It's a good thing that he has a good relationship with his adoptive parents. At least we know he's not living a bad life. Just thinking about the hardships his son had endured, Father Chen gritted his teeth. I'll have them make arrangements. After the college entrance exam is over, we will personally go to their home to thank them. By noon the next day, the train arrived at the station. As soon as I left the station, I saw my dad waving at me on the way. Dad kept nagging, but he didn't ask a single word about the family reunion. Mom was the same. She just focused on putting food on my plate, looking extremely tense, but she restrained herself from saying anything. I didn't acknowledge them. I originally planned to wait until after the exam to explain the situation to you too, but seeing you so cautious, I couldn't bear it. My parents will always be just the two of you, those people. If we don't have to contact them in the future, we won't. If we absolutely have to, then well, just treat them as ordinary relatives. Before I could finish my sentence, Mom was already upset. She slammed the table. What's wrong? Our Xiao fan is so outstanding. How dare they not acknowledge him? What are you doing? Dad now stood up to calm his wife down. Keep your voice down. You'll scare Xiao fan. Mr. Jiang, I told you that you had to go with our Xiao fan to Haicheng. Look, he must have been bullied by them. Mom rolled up her sleeves. Did they look down on him? Because he's from our small county, so they bullied him, right? Rubbish. What are you talking about? Those are Xiao Fan's biological parents. They must have been overjoyed to meet him. Mom, are you trying to chase me away? I looked at her pitifully. Who wants to chase you away? Mom has a quick temper, and her tears come even faster. Her eyes immediately turned red. You're my only baby. How could I bear to let them? They are your biological parents. After all, I hear they're much richer than us. If they love you, that's a good thing. With tears in my eyes, I hugged my mom. I don't care how rich they are. I only need the two of you. The exam went very smoothly. Although the results weren't out yet, I felt there wouldn't be any problems. I had just been helping out at my parents' snack shop for a bit, when they chased me into a corner to read. When the entire Chen family arrived, they saw that in a dimly lit corner, there was a bright desk lamp. The boy in casual clothes at the table was engrossed in a book. In the crowded and noisy shop, the boy seemed completely unaffected. The Chen couple walked through the small, greasy alley, carefully navigating past the low tables and chairs. Seeing customers arrive, Mom enthusiastically invited them into the house and brought a rice cake to me. Because she blocked my view, I didn't see the Chen family at first. I took a big spoonful and fed it to my mom. She couldn't dodge in time and got a big mouthful. This step back happened to clear my line of sight. The Chen family saw me holding the toasted rice cake with a radiant smile, completely different from the cold demeanor I had at the Chen's house before. Xiao Fan, Mother Chen, couldn't help but call out. Only then did I clearly see who had arrived. My smile immediately vanished. Dad was busy in the kitchen, heard this and poked his head out to ask, "Do you folks know our Xiao Fan?" "Hello. We are Xiao Fan's biological parents." A single sentence made my parents freeze on the spot. They had to close up shop early and bring the Chen family home. After a round of pleasantries, the Chen family stated their purpose for coming. If Xiao Fan wants to retake the exam, Haicheng has the best schools in the country. Going there will be beneficial for his future. Who said my son has to retake the exam? Dad was the first to get upset. His son was a well-known top student, always his greatest pride. How could he possibly be associated with the words retake the exam? Mom was more concerned. So if he goes to Haicheng, will he live with you? Are you still raising that evil nannies? Son? Before I went to Haicheng, I had already told them all about these things. Regarding what their son had been through, They were already boiling with anger. We know, we will send him away, but we raised him. After all, we at least need to find a good place for him. It will take some more time. You know nothing. Do you know when we first brought Xiao Fan back? How many injuries were on his body? That tiny body was so thin, just skin and bones. People who knew said he was 6, but you'd believe it if someone said he was only 3. He finally found his parents after so much difficulty. And what's the result? His biological parents treat his tormentor's son like a treasure. No way. You all should leave. I get angry just looking at you. Hey, let's talk about this calmly. Why are you getting angry right from the start? Dad once again played the peacemaker. Please don't be angry, you too. She just has a quick temper. No, we understand. You both are doing this for Xiao Fan. The Chen couple, who were influential people in Haicheng, but under the roof of this small, remote city, really felt a bit unable to hold their heads high. I pushed open the bedroom door, carried out a small stool, and sat down next to Mom. I think I did okay on the exam. Getting into Haicheng University shouldn't be a problem. Really. Mother Chen looked at her son, who was now sitting so close to another mother, an intimacy that made one's heart ache. If you want to get into Haicheng University, you can come to Haicheng and study for a year with us. Your father and I will find you the best tutors. The whole family can help you. Even if you don't get into Haicheng University in the end, getting into a regular university is no problem. After you graduate, you can come straight to work at our family company. Father Chen said, I don't need you to arrange anything for me. I can go to Haicheng on my own. I can also choose my own university. Once I am in Haicheng, you don't need to bother arranging things. I will live in the dorms. Seeing my mom glare at me, I had to soften my tone a little. Of course, it's not like we won't interact at all. I can treat you all as relatives. It's okay to visit occasionally. The word relatives was truly piercing, but at least it was much better than completely severing ties before. Okay. For now, well, listen to you. Father Chen held his wife back and said to me, our house is right next to Haicheng University. Regardless of your exam results, you can come and live there beforehand. You are still young. We'll discuss the dorm situation later. Don't worry, the person you don't want to see won't be there. The two sides went back and forth for a while. Each side took a step back and finally reached a temporary, mutually satisfactory agreement. The college entrance exam scores were out. I became the provincial top scorer with a score of 730, shaking the entire small city. For the whole week, at this moment, the Chen family in Haicheng was holding a celebration party to congratulate their adopted son, Chen Yu, who scored 616 on the college entrance exam and successfully got into the Design Academy of Haicheng University. The reason they were celebrating now was because it also happened to be Chen Yu's birthday, so they decided to combine the two. Are we really not going to ask? I wonder how Xiao Fan did on his exam. In the room, Mother Chen held her phone. She had been hesitating for several days. Today is also Xiao Fan's birthday. I sent him a happy birthday message and a red envelope, but he didn't reply to the message, and he didn't accept the red envelope. Don't. Wait a few more days before asking. The exam scores just came out. The boy's sadness probably hasn't passed yet. Plus, Xiao Yu did well on his exam. With a comparison like that, he'll feel even sadder. Father Chen felt it wasn't the right time yet. That's true. Xiao Yu has also been unhappy for a few days. His mood just barely improved because of the results. Let's just wait a bit longer. At least let Xiao Yu be happy for a few more days. Outside, the young men and women were surrounding Chen Yu. Xiao Yu, you're amazing. With this score, you must be in the top 10 for your major, right? At this moment, a close friend came over. Look, your family still loves you the most. That son they just found, no one is even mentioning him. This topic was brought up, and everyone became interested. They had been wanting to ask about it for a while, but Chen Yu didn't want, during his own celebration party, to hear any news about me. He just smiled without saying anything, originally intending for others to take the hint and drop it. Unexpectedly, a nosy person said, I heard he's the same age as Yao Yu. I say, what's your relationship exactly? Could he really be your dad's illegitimate son from outside? Chen Yu's face stiffened, but everyone thought they had guessed correctly. When my mom was pregnant with me, my dad had an affair. How could my mom be happy? She's definitely not happy. Is that why she hasn't shown up? If they're the same age, did he also take the college entrance exam this year? Xiao Yu. Do you know what he scored? Could it be 200 or 300 points? Not even enough to get into a community college? I don't know either. Chen Yu's current mood was a bit fearful, yet it carried an indescribable sense of satisfaction. He thought, that's right. So what if he's the real young master? Growing up in that kind of place, having suffered so much since childhood, he surely didn't receive a good education. In terms of personal ability, he absolutely cannot compare to me. Chen Yu smiled. In fact, he was a little panicked inside, and also a little curious about what score I got. Ever since I arrived, although his parents didn't say anything, their attitude towards him was clearly much colder than before and much more distant. He even heard his sisters discussing that they would make him live in the dorms when he goes to university. If I really only scored 200 or 300 points, would Dad, Mom, and the sisters stop liking me? After all, in comparison, I am so outstanding. Liu Ruyan is here, someone said. Chen Yu looked up and saw Liu Ruyan walking towards him. Liu Ruyan had been pursuing him for half a year. Although he liked her, he also enjoyed the feeling of being pursued, so he always led her on. But now, Chen Yu felt that. Liu Ruyan and her family background, which was no less than the Chen family's, the Liu family might just be his lifeline. You're here? The young man looked at her, smiling very sweetly, much more enthusiastically than usual, which made Liu Ruyan very surprised and happy. The two of them hadn't been sitting together for long when another uninvited guest arrived. The Chu family is here. Oh my god, Xiao Yu. You really have connections. Even the Chu family came to your celebration party, the close friend exclaimed in surprise. The Chu family was famous, not just famous, for their long-standing family foundation. In recent years, half of the Chu family's fame was due to the current head, Chu Yu. A few years ago, he suddenly appeared, kicked out the person in power at the time, and the other heirs of the old Chu master, off the stage, and in just a few short years, he completely took control of the Chu family. Outsiders' impressions of Chu Yu were roughly divided into two types. One was that he was ruthless, the other was that he was a decadent playboy. But regardless of his reputation, the Chu family's influence was still top tier. Therefore, for a member of the Chu family to attend the celebration party for the Chen family's adopted son was truly giving them a lot of face. Although the person who came was only from a branch of the Chu family, he could still represent the Chu family. Father Chen and Mother Chen personally went out to greet him. But before they could say a few words, everyone understood the situation. The Chu family indeed doesn't show up for no reason. This trip is likely for a marriage proposal. The retired old master of the Chu family wants to propose marriage for his youngest daughter, that is Chu Yu, proposing to the eldest young master of the Chen family. The Chu family acts very domineeringly. It seems they're here to announce, not to negotiate. The betrothal gifts offered are indeed very generous. When the list was read out, everyone gasped. Besides all the real estate, there were also 5% of the Chu family's shares. The Chu family's business is huge. 5% of the shares is worth more than dozens of small fortunes. For a moment, no one said anything. Liu Ruyan quietly clenched Chen Yu's hand. Her expression was ugly. She, Liu Ruyan, could at most be called a princess, but Chu Yu was someone who truly fought her way up, an empress. To compete with her for a man, I am afraid several lives wouldn't be enough. The one who wants to marry is Chu Yu. Isn't it Chu Xingyu? Someone asked unwillingly. Chu Xingyue is the daughter of the eldest son of the Chu family. She's Chu Yu's biological niece. Although there isn't much of an age gap between them, there is indeed a difference in seniority. Compared to someone like Chu Yu, who is practically an economic devil, they're not the same. Chu Xingyu received a typical aristocratic education. Gentle and elegant, she's quite popular in the social circle. The Chen family's son with Chu Xingyue is indeed a better match, whether in terms of seniority or age. No, it's our CEO Chu. Father Chen and Mother Chen said they needed to think about it, but the Chu family firmly left all the betrothal gifts behind. The Chu family's power is indeed greater than the Chen and Liu families, but this Chu Yu is too dangerous. Chen Yu had met her before, fighting someone with a wine bottle in a bar. He didn't want to get involved. Because of this unexpected turn of events, the party finally ended perfunctorily. Liu Ruyan didn't leave. She kept comforting Chen Yu. Chen Yu pretended to be quite frightened. Mom, Dad, Chu Yu is 10 years older than Xiao Yu. Xiao Yu just came of age today. This marriage cannot be agreed to. Chen Huang was the first to speak up for her brother. This might not be CEO Chu's intention. She probably doesn't know about the old master coming to propose. If we rashly agree, we might end up offending her. Shen Jing. Although she also didn't want Chen Yu to marry that woman, the reason she gave was indeed much more convincing. Mom, Dad, I already have someone I like. Chen Yu timidly looked towards Liu Ruyan. Hearing Chen Yu say he liked her, her heart blossomed. At this moment, her protective instincts surged, and she naturally had to chime in. Uncle, Auntie, I like Xiao Yu, as long as you two agree. I'll ask my family to come and propose as soon as possible. The fact that Liu Ruyan was pursuing Chen Yu was not a secret. The Chen family had always been happy to see it happen. They just didn't expect that after the Chu family's proposal, Liu Ruyan was still willing to be engaged to Chen Yu. regardless of whether it was a moment of impulse or not. This determination to dare to confront the Dark Empress was also worthy of praise. The Chen family was very satisfied with this. Think about it more. Father Chen waved his hand, telling everyone to disperse. Recalling the recent collaboration with the Chu family, he felt he had been schemed against by the old Chu master. This wasn't a marriage alliance. It was forcing him to choose a side. If he obediently agreed to the marriage like this, it would prove he was on the old Chu master's side. If he secretly went to find Chu Yu and Chu Yu caused trouble with the old Chu master, then his family would have completely sided with Chu Yu. How troublesome. For a moment, no one in this family remembered me, and according to the original plot, after Chu Yu returned to Haicheng, she did indeed ruin the engagement immediately. But the old Chu master never gave up. It was said to be because a fortune teller said only the birth chart of the Chen family's young master could suppress Chu Yu's malevolent aura. Later, when the two were schemed to be together, they also added fuel to the fire. But at this moment, no one knew yet that the Chu family came to propose because of the birth chart, so they naturally assumed that the Chu family valued the outstanding Chen Yu. But now, the commotion had nothing to do with me. Life went on in an orderly fashion, without any ripples. It wasn't until before filling out college applications that the Chen family contacted me again. Chen Jing even pulled me into the family group chat. Retake the year? What a joke. I found this whole family rather interesting. It was as if they were certain I had to retake the year. Chen Jing, your foundation is weak. Retaking a year, even if you can't get into He University like Xiao Yu, you can at least get into a university. Chen Huang. That's right, don't be embarrassed. No one will laugh at you for doing poorly on the exam. Chen Yu. Brother, although I am an art student, my grades are quite good. If there's anything you don't understand, you can ask me anytime. One person said this. Another said that. It was so annoying. As soon as Chen Yu spoke, I left the group without hesitation. Before leaving, I even retorted sarcastically. My mom once said, "You were born one day before me, don't call me brother." Pretending to be young is disgusting. Chen Jing messaged me privately. Sorry. Xiao Yu was there when I added you to the group, so I just added him in. No, one really meant to laugh at you. I sneered. Mother Chen's call came. She carefully asked for my score. 726. Mother Chen thought she heard wrong. Why is everyone so insistent that I am a bad student? Recalling the day I went to the Chen house, I wasn't dressed like a delinquent. No. Xiao Fan, did you really score over 700? Mother Chen confirmed again. It was me, for sure. So, you all really don't need to do a bunch of useless things to make yourselves feel moved. I want to travel recently. Don't contact me unless it's important before school starts. Dealing with the Chen family is like working overtime, and I have no desire to work overtime. I hung up the phone. The male ghost flew out again, speaking cautiously. I don't know why. He was a little afraid of me. It was the kind of fear one has for a proctor. I felt the warmth again, but it was less than last time. Is it because we're too far away? Not knowing that I was already a bit impatient, I waved my hand, signaling Chen Mo to back off. Chen Mo pouted, looking like he was about to cry, but he held it back, and obediently disappeared on the spot. School was about to start. Father Jiang, at the shop entrance, proudly pasted a large sign, taking our son to Haicheng. After the sign was closed for 3 days, he and Mother Jiang took their son to Haicheng. The Chen family had asked when I would arrive. I thought about it and gave them a time. I actually paid attention to them. The male ghost was very surprised. For these 2 months, I had been playing like crazy. He thought I was planning to wash my hands of everything. He was scared to death every day, but didn't dare to ask. I have to make my presence felt sometimes, to annoy them a little. I really don't want to work, but unfortunately, I can't escape it. The more I think about it, the angrier I get. So ill just go all out and cause trouble. So the Chen family has to work too. I had just agreed to stay at the Chen house, and on the other hand, I booked a hotel online, not staying at home. Chen Mo didn't understand again. Home? Is that your home? I've always known how to pierce this male ghost's heart. As expected, Chen Mo shrank into a corner to grow mushrooms. This time, besides the Chen couple, the ones picking me up also included Chen Jing. She attentively carried my luggage for me, then politely invited the Jiang couple into the car. Judging by their current behavior, everything was quite normal, but I didn't let down my guard at all. Trashy web novels are full of crazy people. You can't overestimate their IQ, nor can you underestimate their moral bottom line. Knowing we had to stay at the Chen house this time, Father Jiang and Mother Jiang hesitated for a moment before agreeing. Although it wouldn't be as free and comfortable as staying outside, they wanted to know what attitude this family really had towards Xiao Fan. But as soon as we entered, we ran into a troublemaker. The original female lead, Liu Ruyan. It was him. In our past life, He's the one who killed me. I loved her so much. I treated her so well, but she pushed me down the stairs for that bitch. Chen Mo became agitated again. I gritted my teeth in annoyance. I hadn't yet seen how crazy the main character and the Chen family could be, but this person next to me went crazy first. Chen Mo even rushed forward, wanting to strangle Liu Ruyan. Of course, he couldn't touch her. It's because of me that Xiao Yu can't come home today. Liu Ruyan walked right through the enraged Chen Mo and rushed straight towards me. With a naturally proud demeanor, a tall and lean figure, cold eyes and brows, she had a naturally rebellious aura, truly peerless in her beauty. Even though she was filled with anger now, she had a resilience that the male ghost Chen Mo lacked, a strong confidence and vitality. It's normal for someone stuck deep in the mud to be attracted. Xiao Yu? You mean the son of that human trafficker? As always, I tied Chen Yu and the nanny's family together. I firmly believe that with enough brainwashing, sooner or later, whenever people mention Chen Yu, they will remember his criminal parents. What nonsense are you talking about? Liu Ruyan had no idea about this. The Chen family only told outsiders they had found their long-lost son, but didn't say that Chen Yu wasn't their biological son. You don't know? Chen Yu is the son of the Chen family's nanny. His nanny mother swapped the two of us. I looked sideways doubtfully at Father and Mother Chen, who had embarrassed expressions. So you didn't make his identity public. Xiao Yu was raised by us. After all, Mother Chen was a bit guilty, making the entire Chen family feel guilty as well. How could that be? Just a while ago, Uncle and Auntie even held a birthday party for Xiao Yu, and a college acceptance party. If he isn't their biological son, how could they dote on him so much? Birthday party, college acceptance party. I looked coldly at the Chen family. Your feelings for him are so wonderful, aren't they? He'll be staying in the dorms when he goes to university. Father Chen had a bit of a headache. In a few days, we'll also hold a college acceptance party for you. No need. I don't care for it. I snatched the luggage from Chen Jing's hand. I told you before, if you can't bear to let go of that one, then don't come provoke me. In any case, you are still our Chen family's son. No. 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 The son of that human trafficker is your Chen family member. Just dote on him well. Mom, Dad, let's go. Could what he said be true? Liu Ruyan asked Chen Jing in disbelief. Chen Jing didn't know how to respond for a moment. She could only block the way first. Xiao Yu was just a newborn back then. What his biological mother did can't be blamed on him, so Xiao Yu really is. Liu Ruyan was a bit shaken, but in the end, her pity for the boy she liked won out. If that's the case, Xiao Yu is a victim just like you. How can you be so petty? I rolled my eyes. Hurry up and get out of the way. We shouldn't stay here. To avoid preventing their precious son from coming home, and then be hated for no reason. That's right. Let's go. What kind of people are these? Preventing our Xiao Fan from coming home because of us. Whoever wants this house can have it. Our Xiao Fan doesn't want it. Mother Jiang had also figured out the situation. She glared fiercely at Liu Ruyan and pulled me to leave. Father Jiang didn't play the peacemaker anymore either, and followed them out. Don't go. Mother Chen pulled Mother Jiang back. We will definitely give Xiao Fan an explanation regarding Chen Yu's matter. Please rest assured, he absolutely will not come back today. Auntie Liu, what you're doing isn't fair to Xiao Yu. Liu Ruyan protested. Fair? What do you call fair? Mother Jiang now looked at this young girl and found her displeasing. The suffering our Xiao Fan endured, the hardship he went through, is that fair? Look, your family background isn't bad, right? If it were you who was swapped by your family's nanny, abused all day long, while your nanny's child lords it over in your house, would you think that's fair? Liu Ruyan was speechless. Truly putting herself in someone else's shoes seemed impossible for her to do. She was completely unmoved. HMPH, you speak from a place of privilege. Mrs. Jiang treated others without any courtesy. If you want to be magnanimous, then hurry up and take that human trafficker's son into your own home. Sooner or later, he will be a member of my family. Liu Ruyan was also a lovesick fool. So you're the daughter-in-law of that human trafficker. Mrs. Jiang looked at Liu Ruyan with contempt. No wonder you're so detestable. Who is the daughter-in-law of a human trafficker? Liu Ruyan considered herself to be righteous. Today, she came to seek justice for the wronged Xiao Yu. Why did she suddenly feel like she had become the villain? She wanted to rebut a few more words, but was pulled aside by Chen Jing. Please don't say any more. Let's talk about Xiao Yu's matter later. Chen Jing felt this young lady was just causing more trouble. Her biological brother had finally been willing to pay them some attention, and now this was a rhythm that would drive him away. The Chu family is here. At this moment, the butler rushed over, with a hurried expression. Before he could finish his sentence, a crowd of people had already rushed in. Leading the group was a woman with a powerful aura, a tall figure, with sharp shoulder lines, a tailored white suit, making Her stand out like the most dangerous rose in the dark night. Her phoenix eyes, which seemed to smile yet not smile, swept across the scene. Perfect timing. Is the Chen family putting on a play today? CEO Chu. Long time no see. Father Chen greeted awkwardly, but Chu Yu didn't even spare him a glance. Instead, she walked straight through the crowd to stand before me. Why are you here? Father Chen hurriedly introduced. This is Xiao Fan, our son whom we just found. Xiao Fan, this is the third young lady of the Chu family. Unexpectedly, Chu Yu looked at me with a smile, her tone ambiguous. So you're the young master of the Chen family, but there's no need to call me youngest auntie. Our seniority is a bit messy now. I am afraid, I replied expressionlessly. The young master of the Chen family is named Chen Yu, right? Chu Yu raised an eyebrow. Isn't he Chen Yu the son of a human trafficker? The entire Chen family froze in unison, their faces turning pale and green. I raised my eyebrows, quite satisfied with Chu Yu's quick wit. You're not wrong, but the Chen family prefers the son of the human trafficker. Chu Yu looked towards the Chen family with a half-smile. Then they must be sick. PFFT. I couldn't help it, and almost burst out laughing. I didn't want to get entangled any longer, and turned to leave, but Chu Yu pulled me back. Where are you going? I'll take you. Don't you have something to do? I did, but not anymore. She smiled slyly. Taking you is more important. Chen Jing was completely bewildered. You two know each other? Chu Yu ruffled my hair, her tone doting. Classmate Chen received my scholarship. Only 3 people in the entire Southwest province received it. As soon as my parents heard that, they immediately remembered. Ah, you're that great female entrepreneur from TV. Such a good person. My parents' attitude towards Chu Yu did a 180-degree turn, becoming extremely enthusiastic. This time, it was my turn to be bewildered. The biggest villain in this book, in the eyes of my simple-minded parents, had somehow become a good person. But I didn't refuse. It's better to take a different car anyway. In the end, the Chen family could only watch helplessly as I got into Chu Yu's car and left swaggeringly. This time, I still didn't drink a single sip of the Chen family's water. I didn't even step through the door. In the car, I read out the hotel address, but Chu Yu very naturally passed her phone over. Add me on WeChat and share the location. Why would my parents, who came from so far away, stay in a budget hotel? Cancel it. I'll arrange for you to stay at my hotel. Dad hurriedly refused. No. We wouldn't want to trouble you. We're only staying for one night. Any place is fine. Unexpectedly, Chu Yu turned her head back and smiled like a protagonist. Uncle, auntie, don't be so formal. Classmate Chen did me a big favor, so I should thank him. Besides, my hotel is free. But on one hand, she was dealing with my parents, while on the other, she was texting me. Your relationship with your parents isn't bad. They're not human traffickers, are they? I replied no. She immediately replied, got it. I'll make sure to take good care of them for you. I was speechless on the spot. When did I ever ask her to? The result was, the next second, we were in the magnificent suite on the top floor. Mom was too shocked to speak. Son, is this something from a TV drama? A presidential suite that costs tens of thousands a night? I just felt a headache coming on. This Chu Yu is too extravagant. Dad also felt that things weren't that simple, and pressed me about what favor I had done for her. I lied without blinking. She got robbed. I helped her call the police. Just as I was about to say we should change rooms, Chu Yu knocked and came in. Mom was afraid of delaying her from making money, and hurriedly said she wanted to change rooms. Unexpectedly, this Chu Yu was really good at making things up. Not only did she tell everyone to call her Xiao Chu, she also said it was currently the off-season, and it would be a waste to leave the room empty. Off-season, the Platinum Hotel is about to be packed, but my parents actually believed her. Next, Chu Yu said she would take everyone to dinner, and found another excuse. Classmate Chen, is it convenient for you to go out with me for a bit? I've found an admissions counseling teacher for you. As soon as Mom heard it was related to academics, her eyes lit up immediately, and urged me to go quickly, so I had no choice but to go out with her. But we hadn't taken more than a few steps, when she forcefully pulled me into the room next door. The next second, I was pinned against the wall by her. Her hot breath washed over me. Xiao Fan, you're an adult now, right? I tried to struggle, only to find my arm was clamped by her like a steel bar. I decisively gave up, and looked up at her. Your eyes are really beautiful, she said in the most seductive tone. The most terrifying thing. Like them? Should I gouge them out for you? My face was expressionless. I won't like them anymore if they're not lively. She suddenly leaned in closer, our lips almost touching. You, come with me, and I'll let you look at them every day. I expressionlessly pushed away her hand that was on my waist. So, CEO Chu, are you sexually harassing me? She actually laughed. What if I am? What will you do? Call the police? But before the police arrive, I can do more. You finally managed to stop his wandering hands, looking at him coldly. If you continue this, definitely take a detour whenever I see you in the future. He finally let go, with a hint of defeat on his face. Can't you be less serious and rigid? I adjusted my clothes. They've always been this boring. Let's go. This meal, Chu Yu Yu used his EQ to its fullest, coaxing my parents until they were blooming with joy. He even agreed to stay for another 2 days. But when I got back to my room at night, I called out Chen Mo. I found that when he faced Chu Yu Yu, he was as quiet as a quail. Are you afraid of him? He actually nodded. I was truly speechless. And you still want to marry him? Do you even like him? Only then did he tell me about his past life. They had joined forces for revenge. After he died, Chu Yu Yu also died while avenging him. I just feel guilty towards him. If that's the case, can't you repay him in another way? No. Chen Mo's attitude was resolute. Only by marrying can he completely control the Chu family. Otherwise, he'll die an even more tragic death. Moreover, he became shy. I wasn't a good husband in my past life. I want to make it up to him. I was so angry, I wanted to curse. But I am the one who's alive now. I don't want to marry that damn pervert at all, who knew this male ghost would cover his ears and go crazy. I don't care. I am not listening. He even showed a look of longing. Besides, when you two are together, pink bubbles appear. You're quite shippable, aren't you? I hated it so much I gritted my teeth. This male ghost is also a crazy scientist. On the first day of university, Chu Yu Yu volunteered to show me around campus. He suddenly asked me, do you want to kick Chen Yu out of the Chen family? My heart jolted. So the alliance begins. He smiled with satisfaction, twirling a lock of my hair. Beg me, and I'll help you. I looked up at him. Not for now. I'll beg you when I need to. Okay. I'll wait then. However, just as I was starting to enjoy university life for a bit, trouble came knocking. My roommate and I were heading to the cafeteria. But as soon as we left the dorm, we ran into Chen Yu and his entire family. The whole Chen family had mobilized, surrounding him like stars around the moon. While I was all alone, I glanced over and walked straight past them, as if I didn't see Chen Fan. What's with your attitude? Chen Jing angrily chased after me. When are you going to stop throwing a tantrum? Xiao Yu is much more sensible than you. I finally stopped and looked at him coldly. I am used to it. I can't be sensible at all, so just go dote on your precious brother. Don't come bother me. At this point, the entire Chen family surrounded me. Mother Chen wanted to use emotions to persuade me. Chen Huang wanted to use money to compensate. I couldn't be bothered with them. I looked straight at Chen Yu. By the way, has your birth mother looked for you? She just got out of prison. Aren't you going to show some filial piety? Shut up. Chen Yu's face turned pale, looking at the classmates around him. He was on the verge of tears. I am begging you. Don't say any more. You just want to make him uncomfortable. You leaned into his ear and warned him in a voice only the two of them could hear. Chen Yu, if you want to keep your face as the young master of the Chen family, then stay away from me on campus. Piss me off, and I don't mind going crazy on campus to make it impossible for you to stay here. After saying that, I pushed them aside and walked away proudly. However, when my parents left, I learned a shocking truth. Chu Yu Yu had actually stayed with my parents for 2 whole days, and even personally drove them to the airport. What on earth does this woman want? My parents didn't, but they didn't refuse. When seeing him off, they happily called him Xiao Chu once, Xiao Chu twice, acting extremely close. Before leaving, they even invited him to visit when he had time, in just a few days. My parents were about to become best friends with Chu Yu Yu. You secretly asked Chen Mo, isn't his character supposed to be bipolar and paranoid? Are you sure you're not mistaken? Chen Mo was also surprised. I've never seen this side of him either. He had only ever seen the vicious, fierce, and bullying side of Chu Yu Yu. Had never seen him act so normal. I looked thoughtful. It seems this Chu Yu Yu person needs to be figured out by myself. The plane took off. I suddenly felt a bit lonely. Missing home already? I don't know when Chu Yu Yu appeared beside me. I retracted my gaze from him. It's a bit. Thank you. For my parents' matter. Thank you very much. He gave a half smile. Just hearing it isn't sincere enough. Isn't Xiao Fan going to do something about it? I thought for a moment. I'll treat you to a meal, but I am just a poor student. I can't afford anything too expensive, if you don't mind. Let's go. The two of them went to a grilled fish restaurant near the university. The taste was amazing. The restaurant was noisy and bustling. The combination of a student and a girl in a suit at their table was particularly eye-catching. Chu Yu Yu teased me, asking if I wasn't afraid of running into classmates. Aren't you afraid of rumors saying you're my sugar baby? I was struggling with the fish bones. Without looking up, I said, our university isn't that bad. People aren't that idle. Even if there's gossip, it won't affect me. I'll just call the police. I gave him the deboned piece of fish meat. Want some? He was clearly stunned for a moment, but still took the plate. During this meal, I did most of the talking. He listened to me talk about the delicious food in Exile, about my family's specialty dishes. My words seemed to have a magical power, penetrating through the noisy crowd and reaching his ears clearly. For the first time, he felt that someone else's words weren't noise, but a peace that could relax his entire body. For someone who had suffered from insomnia for years, this was truly unbelievable. After eating, he asked me if I had classes today. I shook my head. No. Then come with me. He didn't wait for me to refuse, and grabbed my wrist, pushing me into the car. I originally wanted to understand him more, so I didn't resist. Who knew he would take me back to his apartment? By the time I realized something was wrong and wanted to run, it was already too late. You. I just became an adult. You wouldn't be so inhumane, would you? I didn't struggle, trying to negotiate. I thought you considered me a friend. Be quiet. I won't touch you. He hugged me tightly and whispered that he would just hold me for a bit. I didn't dare to move. Before long, the breathing behind me became steady. He had actually fallen asleep. Chen Mo was also surprised. How strange, he can actually sleep in broad daylight. He said Chu Yu has severe insomnia and can only sleep for 2 or 3 hours a day. I suddenly felt that this woman who only sleeps 2 hours a day was a bit pitiful. I didn't dare to wake him, so I also closed my eyes and fell asleep. When I woke up, Chu Yu was like an elementary school student, poking my cheek with his finger. What time is it? I asked groggily. 4 o'clock. I was just about to sit up when he pushed me back down. Xiao Fan, sleeping like a log in a woman's bed. Do you think you can leave unscathed, having just woken up? There was no trace of anger. Looking at my still intact clothes, I tilted my head and asked, did you do something? You clearly said you wouldn't touch me. You believe what I say. His lips pressed against my neck. You can't believe a woman's words, especially words spoken in bed. I reflexively wanted to push him away, but couldn't push him at all. So, I gave up. I even yawned. Chu Yu stopped his movements and propped himself up halfway. Are you just going to go along with it? I looked straight at him. What else? I can't beat you anyway. He raised an eyebrow. Giving up just like that? Not really. I am thinking of a way. I've got it. I used the steadiest tone to say the most cowardly words. I beg you to spare me. Chu Yu clearly enjoyed it. Sparing you is fine. Agree to be my boyfriend. Chen Mo reminded me again in a small voice. I can feel the love, although it's just a little. I was immediately unhappy. I don't really want to agree with you. I spoke the truth recklessly. We're not close yet. Then what do you call close? After we've cooked the rice. His voice carried a threat, and his hands started to wander. Xiao Fan. In all of Jingxi, no man dares to refuse me. Chen Mo was scared to the point of trembling. I actually wanted to laugh a little. You don't respect me, so I won't like you. I don't care whether you're willing or not. You just need to belong to me. But you like me, so you must hope that I like you back, right? I looked at him with certainty. Chu Yu was stunned, stood up and let me go. Xiao Fan, you're quite narcissistic. I smiled faintly. First, I really do like myself a lot. Second, even if we're in a relationship, I don't belong to anyone. I only belong to myself. You dare to talk back to me? Of course. I copied his posture and poked his cheek, not afraid. Chen Mo was about to go crazy on the side. Apologize quickly. He's going to kill you. Chu Yu's anger meter did indeed shoot up. Just as he was about to erupt, I suddenly kissed her, like a dragonfly skimming the water. Chu Yu was stunned. He rubbed the spot I kissed and said softly, you probably don't know what a normal relationship is like, but it's okay. You can learn. She pinched my chin. Her voice was fierce, but she wasn't angry anymore. Xiao Fan, did I give you the illusion that I am a good person? I again used the calmest tone to deliver the most blatant flattery. In my eyes, you are an especially good person. He was stunned, recalling my experiences. His heart suddenly felt a little choked up. I hugged his arm and rubbed against his palm. How about this? If you don't want to learn, then let me. Chu Yu. Let's have a normal relationship. Let me pursue you. Chen Mo looked at the pink bubbles around the two of them and muttered to himself, I am shipping this pair to death. After returning from Chu Yu's place, the way Chen Mo looked at me had changed. Why aren't you afraid of him at all? I sent good morning, noon, and night messages to Chu Yu every day, and she didn't kill me, did she? I am much more lovable than you, aren't I? I hit Chen Mo's sore spot, leaving him speechless. In the following days, I sent good morning, noon, and night messages to Chu Yu every day. Although she replied coldly, she never blocked me. Very soon, it was time for the important plot point of Mother Chen's birthday party. The real and fake young masters would clash, all over a suit of clothes. I thought for a moment, I don't seem to have any family and fighting skills. As for this fighting stuff, I have no spirit for it at all. but Chen Yu was scared out of his wits by me. Lately, he takes a detour whenever he sees me. This won't do. I have to provoke him a little. So, when the Chen family invited me to the birthday party, I immediately agreed. Mother Chen wanted to take me to try on clothes, but felt awkward because of her promise to Chen Yu. In the end, she had Chen Jing pick me up, but Chen Jing used the excuse of having a meeting, and had his fiancée, Song Xu Yu, take me instead. As soon as I got in the car, he handed me an exquisite gift box. A meeting gift. It can't compare to his birthday present. I opened it. It was a delicate brooch. He took me to a high-end men's fashion store, and generously said, "This store is mine. Pick whatever you like." I chose 3 outfits and sent photos to Chu Yu Yu, attending a birthday party. Help me choose one. Chu Yu Yu's side seemed to have just finished a fierce battle. Try them on. I had to try them on one by one. When the staff helped me change, their eyes lit up. After the styling was done, they were even more amazed. I was already handsome with a bare face. After careful styling, my handsomeness was captivating. "Oh my god, little brother, you're so handsome." Song Xu Yu exclaimed in surprise. "You won't find anyone more handsome than you in all of Baijin City." His photography skills were excellent. Even regular camera photos looked like art film stills. I chose 2 photos of each outfit and sent them to Chu Yu Yu. "Which one do you like?" She stared at the photos for a long time before replying. "They're average. The white one is passable." That's just what she says. Women. Song Xu Yu and I appeared at the Chen family's dinner party, and immediately became the center of attention. The Chen family members couldn't help but be surprised when they saw me. In the distance, Chen Yu's face instantly turned pale. "Little brother, you look really handsome today." Even Chen Huang couldn't help but praise me. Mother Chen and Father Chen pulled me along, introducing me to the guests. Everyone's impression of me, this suddenly appeared second young master of the Chen family, was very good. But just then, someone nosy asked why I was wandering outside. The Chen couple actually lied in front of everyone, saying we were twin brothers, and that I was taken away. I swirled my wine glass. Looking at them, they didn't dare to look me in the eye. I put on an extremely disappointed look. Mother Chen panicked. "Xiao Fan, well, talk about this properly later." On the other side, Chen Yu's friend, Xiao Jibo, was speaking sarcastically. "That's an illegitimate son, wearing clothes from the year before last, and he's a cripple." Zhang Dan chimed in. "No one can compare to our Xiao Yu. He's wearing the latest model." Chen Yu pretentiously raised his glass. "You guys, don't say that. Let's go see how my brother is doing." He led his group of friends over. Song Xu Yu also went up to greet them. "Little brother, you look so handsome today." Chen Yu looked at my clothes, hinting, "Did mother pick out your clothes for you?" His friends immediately started mocking. "Jibo." Chen Yu pretended to stop him. Song Xu Yu's expression changed instantly. "Is there a problem with the clothes?" "Xiao Jibo, this blade is indeed fast enough. Wearing an old, outdated suit, and he's a cripple. Aren't you afraid of embarrassing your Chen family?" In an instant, all scrutinizing eyes fell on me. So he's an illegitimate son. No wonder the treatment is so different. That leg really does have a problem. The whispers were endless. Xiao Jibo added more fuel to the fire. "Who said our Xiao Yu is the legitimate young master? Being born from a nobody woman is completely different." Chen Yu's face turned pale with fear. "Shut up, don't talk nonsense." He turned to the ashen-faced Chen couple. "Dad, Mom, I didn't tell them." Public opinion had almost finished fermenting. I slowly opened my mouth. "My leg has a problem, but why is it crippled? I think Mr. and Mrs. Chen will provide an explanation." I looked at them, word by word, asking, "You're not really trying to label me as an illegitimate son, are you?" My voice was calm and cold, reaching the ears of everyone present clearly. Everyone fell silent, clearly anticipating what would be said next. "No. Xiao Fan is my biological son." Mother Chen finally spoke up in a panic. "Mrs. Chen, even if they were identical twins, these two are too different. Not to mention they look nothing alike. The second young master is half a head taller than the first young master." "That's right. The Chen family's first young master's skin doesn't look as good as the second young master's. Look closely. It seems the second young master resembles the Chen family more." Chen Yu's body swayed. Only now did he truly feel that he might have gone too far. He stepped forward and grabbed my hand. "Don't you all talk nonsense. My younger brother is my parents' biological son. Little brother, don't be afraid. Explain to them." Chen Yu, at this moment, was a brave older brother protecting his younger brother. That resolute appearance was quite intimidating, but I completely ignored Chen Yu, pulling my hand back, and looked towards Mother Chen. "Mrs. Liu, please explain clearly and accurately to everyone who exactly I am, and why my leg is crippled. As for that identical twin reason, don't say it anymore. Today is your mother's birthday. Do you have to make a scene today?" Father Chen roared. After saying it, He felt a little regretful. He also knew I was innocent in this farce, and yet I've barely said a few words since I walked in. I am not even afraid of a madman like Chu Yu, let alone Father Chen. You want to cause trouble, provoking and agitating me. Aren't you the ones who escalated the conflict? You clearly know I hate the son of this human trafficker, yet you insist on saying we're identical twins, choosing to say it at Mrs. Lia's birthday party. Did you think I would be too embarrassed to make a big deal out of it, trying to use moral blackmail, preparing to make this a reality, so that I won't bring up the past of this fake son of yours later on? Isn't that disgusting? Human trafficker. Fake son. The amount of information was too large. The guests present looked like they had overdosed on drama and needed to digest it a bit. What nonsense are you talking about? Xiao Jibo jumped out again. Why are you so vicious? You can't be this jealous. Just because Xiao Yu has new clothes and you don't. Making things up is illegal. That's right. Our Xiao Yu is the legitimate young master of the Chen family. On the contrary, have you done a DNA test? Don't tell me you're here to scam money. Xiao Jibo is really going all out. Shut up. For the first time, Chen Yu felt that having someone fight his battles wasn't necessarily a good thing. Liu Ru. Yan already knew the truth, but seeing Chen Yu's weak appearance, she couldn't bring herself to correct it. My gaze never left the Chen family. Ladies and gentlemen, Xiao Fan is indeed the biological son of Liu Ru and me. Father Chen spoke up. He was a little angry at Chen Yu's friend's words, but the deep father-son